I have with me the brand new Ford Kuga 2024, and in this video I will do the full review, interior, exterior, material quality, multimedia system, technical data, everything about this new Ford Kuga you will find out in this video. To be honest, I have the car for 2 days now, and I have to tell you the truth, I really like the car. I think it has a very good starting price, plus the options that the car come with optional. They are not so expensive, which you can add a lot of safety feature, a lot of comfort features. And let's don't forget this new redesigned dashboard, which come with this huge 13.2-inch display. We have this new kind of digital cockpit which look amazing, and overall the comfort, the space in the back, also the practicality and the new design look pretty nice. Even though they didn't make huge changes to the exterior design, it still add a little bit of, let's say, modernism or a little bit of futuristic look. Anyway, we will go there in a second. Now, first of all, guys, before we go forward, I want to give you the information and technical data about the car, and then we will start the review, exterior, interior, as always. First of all, I want to tell you that this car comes in kind of three main version, like titanium. It comes with ST Line, ST Line X. It comes in Active and Active X, and the version that we have right here today is the Active X. The difference between the Active and Active X is that it comes with different options. For example, the mirror caps, for example, the automatic liftgate on the trunk, and there are a few things here and there which are different, and also the difference in price, it's around 2,000-3,000 or something like that now, depending on which country you are. But the version that we have today, it's Active X. It comes with a 2.5 liter petrol engine, Duratec, 4 cylinders in line. 183 horsepower is the maximum power of the car, because it comes also connected with an electric motor and also a battery. The battery capacity 1.1 kilowatt hour. It's a lithium battery, and the electric motor and the petrol engine drive the front wheel of the car permanently, but as needed will drive the rear wheel as well. And it comes with an all-wheel drive system from Ford, and it has this intelligent torque distribution, so the car, when it feels that, depending on driving mode, depending on the condition on the road, the car is able also to drive the rear wheels and to distribute the power to the wheels. So it's a very, very smart system. The cool part on this Kuga full hybrid is the fact that it has a range of up to 900 kilometers, which is super impressive. Also, all this power and the motors come connected to an automatic transmission, eCVT. It's a special transmission for full hybrid. Also, the top speed of the car 196 km per hour, 0 to 100 in 8.3 seconds. The fuel tank capacity 54 liters, turning circle 11.4 meter, and the weight of the car 1,765 kilograms. The ground clearance 18.6 centimeters, and the fuel consumption, which we will test also in the test drive video, so definitely check out the test drive videos if you want to see the fuel consumption and if you want to see all the feedbacks on how is this Ford Kuga on the road. It's around 6.4 liters, but I'm really curious to test this out. Probably I will test it a little bit later today or maybe tomorrow, but yeah, definitely check out those videos if you want to find out more details. CO2 emission 130 grams, and the towing capacity, one of the best in class, 2,100 kilograms. This is quite impressive. So if you have a trailer or a caravan, this Ford Kuga might be one of the best. When it comes to trunk space, pretty practical as well, 536 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,517 liters. Also, very important is the fact that the car comes with independent type McPherson suspension on the front and multi-link on the rear. The multi-link come only on this Active X, because on the other lower version it comes with a different type of suspension on the rear. We will talk about that probably in another video when I will have that cars. The approach angle 20 degrees and the departure angle 24.7 degrees. What is very interesting and what it's important to point out, and I didn't see that in other reviewers, is the fact that this Active X and the Active version, it comes with 1 centimeter higher on the suspension in the front, and on the rear it comes with 0.5 centimeters higher on the rear, so it is a little bit slightly higher. Also very important to point out, because it's a full hybrid system and it has a pretty big battery, 1.1 kilowatt hour. It's able to drive in the city only in electric mode up to 64% of the time, which is quite impressive to drive in electric mode. And I drive the car in the city today a little bit earlier, and I have to be honest, it's really nice. It really feels smooth and nice, and I drive a long period of time, or most of the time, in electric, which was quite nice. Another important thing is that optional on this car we have the 20-inch rims, which cost you 1,200 euro. We have also the panoramic glass roof, which costs you 1,300 euro. You can see this also in configuration of the Ford Kuga on the Ford website, but we don't have the full LED headlamps, which are adaptive and so on, much more smarter, and they look much better. I will show you when we go outside. We have the standard. They are also LED light, the high beam, low beam, but they are not as same nicer as they are the other ones. And if you want to have the full LED headlamps optional, you have to pay extra 1,000 euro, which I find not so expensive. For 1,000 euro, not only that you receive the full LED headlights that are adaptive and they look also nicer, but you receive also that LED light bar that goes in front of the grille. Plus you receive the alarm and you receive the head-up display, which we don't have on this version right here. So that's something to keep in mind. I really want to point out before we go forward. The cool part is that this Active X version come with a lot of options as standard. For example, all the driver assistance systems like lane assist, adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, all that safety feature comes standard. 360 degrees camera and all other stuff that you will see here, you will see that they are kind of standard on the car. I almost forget that the price, that is most important. The starting price for the brand new Ford Kuga, it's 30,300 euro, depending in which country you are. But the price of the car that I have with me today, it's 44,350 euro with all the things that you will see in this video. Now, anyway, let's go outside to start the review. This is the key, a very small key, like my finger, I could say, but it's very light and nice to keep it in your pocket. Also, what you can do with the key, you can lock and unlock the car from those buttons. Also, you can notice when you lock the car, it comes with electric folding mirrors, which is very useful for a big SUV, at least when you have to park it in tight spaces. Again, it comes with keyless entrance. That means if you put your finger here, you lock the car, and also when you come here close, it will unlock very fast. And I noticed that it works really fast, and this is a good thing. Plus, you can open the trunk electrically, because on this Active X version, it comes with electric power tailgate, which is super useful. It works also pretty fast, and you can also close it and you don't have to hold it all the time, which again, it's pretty convenient. This is the key. To be honest, when you look at the car in general, it's kind of built on the same platform. It kind of have the same shape and kind of the same size, and there are not too many changes when it comes to the exterior design. You will see when we go inside there are a lot of changes, but there are some subtle small changes which make a big difference, which make the car look much better. And from this angle where I'm located right now, you can immediately see the front end and this area here look phenomenal. So even those 20-inch rims and the headlamps are brand new and they look lovely. They totally make the car look like a brand new car. So you can see from this angle, you will notice that immediately. And then when you go in the front, even though we don't have those full LED headlamps, they still look good also on those standard one. From my point of view, it makes the car look much more sleek, much more nicer, and the headlamps are a big change. Also the grille, it's a little bit bigger right now. The down area there on the bumper, it looks a little bit different. Anyway, it looks a little bit different from the ST line as well, but also on this Active, I think it looks much better than before. If we go forward from the side, you basically won't notice it. The only thing that you will notice are the rims and probably the headlamps, but other than that, you will probably think like it's the previous version. Anyway, small changes here. Yeah, you know that word, if it's something work good, if the car was also nice and was sell pretty good, why would you change the design? And from my point of view, it's a beautiful design. It looks quite nice. I don't have anything to say that, I don't know, I don't like about the car, about the exterior design. I really think it's a nice car. And even from the back, you can see immediately the tail lights, which are new, which look super nice now. They look much better. And what I'm happy to see is the fact that it's probably one of the last car which use real exhaust pipes. Look at this, man. So we have two real exhaust pipes, and they look super sporty, super nice, super aggressive. I definitely like that. I think it's so raw, it's so rugged. It adds to the rugged of the active version. I love it. Nice exterior design. I don't know about you, but I kind of like it. Anyway, you will see inside it's a much bigger change when it comes to dashboard and all that. Screens. To be honest, for the moment you can get this color for free. This green color look just phenomenal, and also when the sun is hitting the color, it looks so cool. This is definitely my favorite color if I will buy this Ford Kuga. If you go on the roof here, you will see that we have the panoramic glass roof, which I will show you a little bit later. We have the roof rails in a plastic mat, radio antenna. It's kind of double. It's quite different than other cars. I'm not sure why is the reason for that, but it looks really interesting, and it adds a little bit of unicity to the car. Also up here we have this spoiler, which is pretty simple. Then you have the brake light, LED light. You have some extender in plastic glossy around here. I really like the upper area of the car in these regards, and also the tinted windows on the rear, they are heated. You have also the wiper also on the side, tinted windows. Around the windows we have this rubber. Also here on the C pillar you have some black glossy on the B pillar. In the front on the windshield we have the camera and the sensors for raining and light, and the camera that can read the traffic speed limit and the traffic sign. Plus it helps for the lane assist and all that safety features, and it works together with the radar from the front. I will show you a little bit later. The mirror caps, now they're in black, and I think they fit quite nice with the tinted windows and with the black elements of the car. Here we have turning signals, LED light. Here we have the camera for 360 degrees camera, active writing on the both sides, so you know which version it is. And I really love those lines. Look at the lines, so aggressive. The lines on the hood, the beautiful color. I love the way the light is reflecting from the car. Also much more sleeker headlamps. I really love the LED headlamps, the optionals one. I think they look much nicer with that daytime running design. Plus on the other ones you get also that bar around here in LED lights. Now it's a chrome, it's really simulate very well, so you barely notice it, but on the other optional LED headlamps you get that LED light bar that goes across the front of the car. Then you have this brand new grille, which is a little bit bigger, also a little bit of black, piano black. And then you have here the new Ford logo with white, which look really nice. And then you have the front camera. I like the fact that inside there you have active cooling. You can see the clappers, the plastic clappers that close and open depending what the engine need. And down here you have the radar for adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, and all that safety feature, plus some big huge air intakes, and again active cooling on the lower area. I like very much also this raw design right here in this gray matte. It looks so nice. Also, as I said before, the suspension on the front 1 millimeter higher, and on the rear 0.5 millimeter higher on these active versions. But overall I think it looks really nice. I really like the design, the lines, 6 sensors on the front for parking and safety features. We have the fog lamp down here, LED light. It's a white LED light which look good. And also if we talk a little bit about the headlamps, we have LED light for the low beam here, and then on the left side we have the high beam, and here we have the turning signal, which is LED light, and here is the daytime running light on the upper side. And I can show you also from the front, so you can see a little bit better from this angle. So yeah, this is it. Another cool thing that I like about the car is the fact that it has those wheel arches, plastic protection around here, which will protect the car from rust in time, and this is very important, and not from scratch and all that stuff. Also, we have 20-inch rims. They are optional. They look really nice on the car, but if you want a little bit more comfort and better economy, I recommend you to go with the standard one, and also you don't have to pay some extra. But if you want to have a nice looking on the car, and for you looking, it's very important, you can get these rims. Ventilated brake discs on the front, normal brake discs. Again, down here we have those plastic protection, a little bit of gray around here, gray matte, and again the same wheel arches on the rear to protect the paint of the car. And on the rear you have the brake discs and normal brake calipers. Then here on the left side we have the tank, fuel, yeah, easy fuel it is, which is super cool because you don't have to open any cap. You just put the fuel in, press in, and that's it. Super simple. Love it. And also the quality feel good on this little door. Now on the rear, you probably notice the tail lights are redesigned and they have a different design from the previous version. They look much nicer. The turning signal LED light, the fog lamps is down here. It's not LED, it's a normal halogen light, but the reverse light are here and they are LED light. But overall, the tail light design, you kind of keep kind of the same design, but a little bit slicker, a little bit nicer, a little bit more modern. And you can notice that if you look from the back. Look at this, super cool. Another thing that I like very much is the new logo also in the back with white. We have Kuga writing on the back, which look great. Then you have also reverse camera, LED lights on the number plate, and here on the right side, hybrid all-wheel drive, so you know which version it is. Then you have some light reflector here on the right side, 6 sensors also on the rear. And what I like on the rear is the fact that not only that the car come with rear alert or rear brake. So for example, if you go in reverse and you have, for example, a person or a wall or whatever in the back, the car will know and will brake, so you're not hitting that area. And again, I like very much that they extend this bumper in the back, so it's around almost 10 centimeter extended, so in case you hit something with this area, you don't have to worry too much because you can change it very easily. Plus it's not so expensive. And you have again this raw design, and then you have this gray matte, which look cool. Then the exhaust pipes, which are real, man, it looks so nice. By the way, here you have the blind spot technology in the corner, big mirrors, pretty good visibility. Those are the handles. In terms of quality, they feel pretty good. And also the good part is that you have also this protection for the door. Look at this. When you close and when you open the door, if you hit something, you hit it with this rubber, which is super useful. And you have this also on the rear. How cool is that? This is super important for most of the time when you drive and park in the underground parking. 2 times you have to press this. Here you stop the light and also the hazard light. This is the way it looks, the daytime running light, only on the upper side. Let me open this. Where is it? Okay, this is a manual lift gate here. I like the fact that it's light. Ooh, even if it's so big, it's pretty light. This is pretty good quality. Have rubber up here, some insulation on the upper side. And here is where the magic happened, guys. 2.5 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders inline, combined with that electric motor and 1.1 kilowatt hour battery. Here's the air filter. There is I think the battery, yeah. And then here's the cooling, the liquid for the wipers, liquid cooling, and the electronic parts. And that's it. Yeah, pretty nice. Here you have the button, press it, you can open the trunk very easy like that. The good part is that it's super practical, so you have a pretty square entrance and you have a lot of space in the trunk. Also up here you have the button to close it. You have a handle if you want to close it manually. Also usually the car comes with a protection around here. I just take it out in order to show you a little bit better how the trunk look. But I like the fact that that protection that comes here, it's very light and it didn't take too much weight as in other cars. Love the fact that it's a square entrance. I really like that, so you can fit in big items without any problem. You have a little bit of plastic at the entrance, some hooks kind of in every corner. You have some storage space here, storage space here. You have also a speaker here, Then you have the handles to fold down the seats. You have LED light here, and also on the left side the same handle, a 12-volt port, very useful. And under the floor, let me show you right now, you can take it out from here. You have a spare tire with all other yeah, let's say tools to change it, but pretty cool stuff. Plus I like the fact that you have a flat floor here, which is super useful if you want to carry your items. The only thing that I wish to have here in the trunk is the fact that I wish we can fold down the middle part, you know, in the same time to carry two persons and carry long items, but it's okay. I like the fact that you have this handle here, which is very easy to fold down the seats. And to be honest, there are so many expensive cars which don't have those handles, and I'm super happy that they are here. And once you fold it down, you will notice that you have almost a flat floor, which is super helpful because you can carry a lot of items here without any problem. You can take even mobile parts or a fridge or whatever. It's pretty big. If you go from the side and we open the door, I want to show you also the entrance from here. It's also relatively big. So this is it. This is the way it looks. And also in the back you can see huge entrance there. So pretty good space. And also on the legs, you have a lot of space on the legs, and the transmission tunnel is not that big as in other cars, which is a big plus because you can carry a lot of items in this area. Here you have a window from one piece, and then you have another window here on the door that allow you, if you want to fold down the window, to fold it down until here. But the good part is that the window is pretty big, so you have good visibility. The design of the door is pretty nice. It looks pretty cool, and I like the fact that here in this area you have some leather. It's an artificial leather, but still pretty good quality and pretty soft. Other than that, everywhere else you have plastic. Here is the handle, you have the speaker here, you have a bigger speaker, some storage space, pretty useful here in the doors. The entrance is huge. I really like that big entrance. Also, you can see the panoramic glass roof, which is optional, which look amazing. And you can see you can also open it up. And this is the space, pretty big space, pretty practical. Also from here you will notice those beautiful seats from active version, which is a nice Alcantara microfiber with this beautiful leather, artificial leather, and they look pretty nice. Also, this is the handle if you want to fold it down. Also, another cool stuff is that from down here you can adjust the seats. You can put it and pull it forward and backward. Let me show you, just like that. And you can win much more space in the trunk, just in case you want to carry long items, more items. You can put the seats all the way in the front, and this is the way it looks. And also the great thing is that you can definitely adjust it the way you want it. Behind the front seats, I like the fact that you don't have any plastic here, so you have this leather, some storage space, much better quality. So not only that it looks good, but it's also much more practical and much more quality like that. Then you have also these white stitches, pretty good quality. As you touch the seats, it feels nice. Even the headrest, I really love the headrest because they are pretty soft. Here in the middle you have the armrest with two cup holders, also in the same leather. And then once you go inside, let me go inside, guys, I also adjust the seat in my driving position, and I want to show you how much space I have here. It's huge space. I love the fact that the transmission tunnel is pretty small, so you can go around very easy. This is the space behind myself. It's a huge space. I'm 173 centimeters, but the space, it's huge, and I can stretch my legs almost completely. Look at this. Crazy good, crazy spacious. Also on the head, I have like 4 fingers and half, let's say, pretty good space, but I can go a little bit forward, and the quality, it's great, and the comfort, it's pretty good. Also, I like the fact that you can adjust the seat straight, or you can put it all the way on the back. And when you put it all the way in the back, it's pretty comfortable, and you have this panoramic glass roof, which look gorgeous. Up here, of course, you have a handle, a hook, and also some LED light, which look nice. I like very much the roof. It's very good quality here. on this white roof, and plus when it's white it makes the interior much more brighter, much nicer. Let's go in the middle. Going in the middle here, it's pretty soft. Here we have this armrest, it's a little bit harder, but it's great that I can go in the middle super easy, and I have a lot of space to have my legs somehow together. And then this is the space here, it's a little bit less space than on the side. Head space, I have a little bit less, maybe 4 fingers. Stretch my hand completely, which means you can have 3 person here for medium, maybe long trips without any problem. The only thing is that on the back it's a little bit stiffer, but down it's pretty soft, pretty nice. So yeah, overall pretty cool. Here in the middle, by the way, you have those 2 vents which feel pretty good quality. You have the buttons for the heated seats, and down here, I don't know if you can see it, guys. Look at this. You have 2 USB-C ports, which are super useful. So great stuff. This is the dashboard, the biggest change in the interiors. From my point of view, one of the biggest change. Also the design, also this 13.2-inch screen, 13-inch screen, beautiful lines and design, and I love the fact that they still keep that Ford look. Also the gear shifter selector wheel, it's also kind of in the same style, and I like it so much. It's so easy to drive. Plus you have physical button. The most important buttons are physical, plus the climatic system we will talk in a second. It's all the time down there on the screen. But overall I think it looks quite stylish and quite nice. It still keep that classic look, but in the same time add a little bit of modernity, a little bit of new stuff. Anyway, let's go in the front. Here we have one big window from one piece. Here I want to show you something. Check it out. The front windows are double glassing. That means you have very good insulation, at least at high speed and also in the city. I noticed, and I drive it in the city, and I noticed that the sound insulation is pretty good. On the highway I didn't drive it yet, but we will do that tomorrow in the test drive. So yeah, definitely check out those videos. The difference between the front door and the rear door, it's quite big, because here on the front doors, even though the design is quite similar, we have different materials. We have soft material everywhere in this area. Everywhere here it's soft. Everywhere here it's soft again, the same nice leather. Here we have this nice trim. It's kind of a fake woodish because it's kind of a plastic here. Handle, the button to lock and unlock, free position to save the electric seats, and then here you have all the buttons for the windows, mirrors, electric adjustable mirrors, fold mirrors, and lock the windows, and so on. Then you have the speaker here, and kind of a storage space. It's plenty of storage space, so you have here inside a lot of storage space. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about the storage space. The entrance, pretty big, the same as on the rear, but down here in the front we have the active on this aluminum plate. We have aluminum pedals which look great. Then you have electric adjustable seats, so from here you can adjust the seats electrically in every position. Very simple. And check it out, look at the seats, guys. Those are the seats from Active, and they look really nice. The quality is pretty good because you have this artificial leather with microfiber, with this A in the middle. Really nice layout. You have side support. They look nice, and also you can adjust the front part, so you have plenty of adjustments also in the seats. On the left side here you have the button to open the trunk. You have also the controllers for the lights, so it's much more easier right now. This is the new stuff. To turn on the lights, turn on the fog lamps, press those buttons. Here is the brightness of the screen and the position of the headlamps. A little bit higher, soft material here. Look at this, rubber everywhere. From here up you have soft material everywhere on the dash. You have those vents which feel pretty good quality. Visibility around the windows, it's fabulous because you have those big windows, big mirrors. Also windshield, it's huge, good visibility in the back, and also if you look around, pretty big visibility there, pretty good visibility in the back. Those are the seats as well. You have also this armrest which you can open, and then you have some storage space here which you can open one more time, and you have even more storage space down there. So pretty useful. Again, here you have a space where you can put your phone, for example. I like the fact that you have rubber here, so it's not plastic. Then you have storage space here, 2 cup holders, ambient light inside there. I will have a separate video where I show you in the nighttime the way it looks. Electronic handbrake, auto hold. This is the magic wheel from where you change the gears. You have to rotate it. You have also the L mode from low, so that means when you go downhill or when you want to regenerate a little bit more energy, you just turn on the L. So the car will use more regenerative brake than the physical brakes. Now here you have also a place where you can charge your phone wireless, some storage space, USB-C, USB 2, and then a 12-volt port. Super useful stuff. Again, where is the start? Here is the start stop engine button in a nice chrome. I really like it, really interesting. And here close to it, it's a button that gets you directly to the parking settings. So for example, if you want to, if you are in a city which you don't know the streets and so on, you can go here, navigate to a parking, and it finds for you all the parking stations, parking actually around you. And then the next button is for the 360 degrees cameras. From here you activate the cameras. Not only that, you can see very clear in every corner and angle of the car from here. Look how cool it is. And also the rear, and then this angle and so on. You can see every single angle if you want to go in tight places, and it shows you like a bird eye from above, which is super useful. But you can go even deeper here, and you can go to see front wide, or rear. So cool, so useful. This 360 degrees camera, it's crazy useful. It's such a big screen. I love this screen, to be honest. It's amazing from my point of view. It's really big. The only thing I wish with the screen is to be tilted a little bit to the driver, because right now it's kind of straight. I wish to be a little bit to the driver, but other than that, it's super nice. And also it's very well positioned. Down here you have the vents. You probably saw it. Also the quality of the vents is pretty good. The hazard light, and also again we have this woodish design here, and also look how nice it's integrated the screen in this woodish design. Down here we have the glow box, which is huge glow box. Then you have a speaker, Bang & Olufsen sound system, by the way, on this ActiveX version. So you have a speaker there. You have also here speaker. Also the car comes with heated windshield, which you can see very clear, those little lines that goes across the windshield. So you have heated windshield, heated steering wheel, heated seats. This is an option, 650 euro option. Steering wheel, you can adjust it manually, forward, backward, down, up, just like that. Very good quality. I really like this leather. It's a little bit softer. I like the stitches. I like the fact that it has physical button to set up the autopilot, and I will show you how it works in the test drive video, so definitely check out that video. And here on the right side you have the controllers, of course, for this digital screen, which look pretty cool. So you have so many settings and options to choose from. So if you go to settings, display settings, and here you have a few other infos like coach style. If you want to see it in a modern way, you can leave it like that, but if you want to see it in a classic way, you can move it to classic. I like much more classic way, I don't know, because it shows you the speed probably, but anyway, I like it much more. The Eco Coach gives you also some infos you can choose from here from the settings, but otherwise you can customize. EV Coach, it shows you while you're driving when the car recuperate energy, when the car drive in electric mode, in petrol mode, or in a mixed mode, so it gives you the information. You can see the tire pressure, you can configure what you like to see on the front. You can see the power distribution when the car is distributing the power to the rear wheels, so to power also the rear. And here you can see the consumption on the last trips, and yeah, that's it. Not super complex, but in the future I hope they will add more feature to this cockpit. But overall it's very nice, very clear, and it has the most important information right there. So yeah, overall it's pretty cool. And also as a driver, you have a very good visibility from the driver point of view. A little bit higher, you have a handle. You have also here this huge vanity mirror with two bulb light in yellow light. Here I love the fact that you have a glass support. I really like that. Here you have some LED lights with SOS button. Visibility in the back is pretty good. And also here you have the buttons from where you can open this panoramic glass roof, and you have such a big opening. I really like that. So You can put it all over on the back. This is maximum, but it's so big. The glass is super huge. Plus, let's don't forget that you can also close the curtain if you want. If you want to close it half, or if you want to close it a little bit more, you can do that from here, just like that. Super simple. Electrically, everything is electric. I leave the best for the last, the screen, guys. Let's go to the multimedia and let me explain you how those things work around here. Again, down here you have another two physical buttons. One is for maximum climatization and one is for going to the menu to change different driving modes. So let me show you. If you press it, it will get you here. And the car come with kind of 5 driving modes. You have the normal mode, which it gives you the, yeah, normal power, let's say, like between balance power and so on. You can go in eco, where the car it gives you less power and drive more economically, try to give you less power in order to consume less and to be more efficient. You can go in sport mode and you get the maximum power. And also when you go in sport mode, by the way, I forget to tell you, you will see that the graphic and the colors is changing from normal, from eco in green, sport in red, slippery and trail. So every time you change the driving modes, also the graphic of the cockpit and the colors, basically, they will change. And you have the slippery, which is for snow and water, and then you have this for mud and stone and so on. Pretty cool. It's great that you have so many options. Let's go to the home screen. This is the home screen, guys. And Ford claimed that this is double faster and better than the previous multimedia system, which I believe, because it works really good. It's very intuitive. It's not complicated. You can understand it really easy. The brightness of the screen is great, even in the sunny day. And it's pretty big screen. Now, here you have the navigation, which definitely work much faster. You can choose also what you would like to see on the right side of the navigation. But you can definitely see that the navigation almost have no lag at all. So the hardware behind it, it's much better, which I definitely love, to be honest. And once you set a destination, for example, let me try to explore and let me go to, let's say, restaurants. Choose one restaurant and you will see how fast it's loading. It's like instantaneous. It's crazy good. It's much better than before. And I drive the car a little bit earlier with the navigation on because I didn't know some streets. And I have to be honest, it shows you really clear, really good. It's really easy to understand it, and I like it. Plus you can cancel, you can add different information like traffic alerts and all that stuff. And yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty nice. Going back to home, you just go in the corner here, you press the home button and it gets you to the home. Here you have information about the media, information about the connectivity of your phone. Here you have the apps. The car now it's capable to connect Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wireless. You don't need a cable anymore, which is great. Then you have the information here, feature of the car, like you saw before, the different driving modes, the driver assistance systems. Here on the driver assistance systems, you have the traction control, cruise control, speed limit assist, lane keeping system, pre-collision, and all that safety feature. You can see it here, and they are super useful. Cross traffic alert view, cross traffic alert, reverse brake assist. This is the one that I talk about. If you go in reverse and if someone there and you don't see it, the car will brake for you, which is so useful. Many people, there are so many accidents happen like that, going in the back and don't see something and hit something. Power flow, it's one of the coolest thing to see while you're driving, because you can understand what happened with the energy in real time. And I will show you that also in the test drive video. Definitely see. So it shows you what happened with energy, the petrol engine is working to charge the battery, and it shows you in real time how the power is distributed, which is cool. And then you have the owner manual, because we don't have any more on the paper. Then you go to the settings, which you have all the important settings. I love the simplicity of this multimedia. Here you have connectivity, you have vehicle hotspot on the car, which is great, mobile apps, you have software updates. The car is able to do software updates now. The car comes with a 5G connectivity, much faster than before. for the system. You have even the valid mode. Then you have the sound settings. So from here you find all the settings of the sound. Then you have the display. So from here you can choose the brightness of the display. So you can see it maximum right now, but you can choose also to have it on day or night or dark. So that's cool. It's turned to dark. So if you want to see it in the dark way, you can switch it. Now on the navigation, it gets you to the navigation, as you probably also saw before. Let me go back to settings, and then you have radio and phone list. And down here you have vehicle. If you go to vehicle, you have all the settings of the vehicle, from easy, exit, entry, and you have all those windows, wipers, power lift gate, lights, ambient lights. All the settings are here. So if you wanna change some settings, you will find it here for sure. So yeah, lock, mirrors, airbags, every single settings of the vehicle, you find it here. If you go to general, you find all those general settings, from language, temperature, units, tire pressure, software license, and so on. So in general, this is it, guys. On the lower part, the good part is that even though you don't have a climatic system controllers around here, all the climatic controllers are down here on the lower part of the screen, which you have heated seats, temperature inside the car. You have also the heated steering wheel. Here you choose the vents power. Here you put it on auto if you want to go on auto. Here you have the button which stay always like here to extend the settings of the navigation and to choose where you want to go this air from the climatic system, and wherever you can also turn it off from here. And then again, you can leave it down. You can go here to play with it, and you can put it on manual. Again, just like that, super simple. Here you have front defroster, because the windshield is heated, so you can defrost it really fast in the winter. And other than that, you probably know the rest. I think that was all, guys. I hope I cover everything. Today it's crazy hot outside. It's kind of quite super hot and annoying to do anything staying in the sun. And also the light is not that good in which I can show you the car. But I hope I cover everything. I hope you get some useful information from this video. From my point of view, a pretty nice car for a family. I think it has a good price for the safety features that they offer, for the technology. I'm really happy that finally Ford is coming back with this incredible multimedia. So finally we have a nice digital cockpit, nice multimedia, and now it's a pretty complete car. Plus I really like the combination of the engine with the gearbox, and I'm happy that it's a full hybrid. So this is very good car, very good all-arounder with 900-kilometer range, which is crazy good. Anyway, that was the video, guys. Don't miss out the test drive video if you want to find out more information, the consumption video. Also, I will have in the nighttime a video with all the lighting system and so on, so definitely check out those videos as well. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Stay safe, and I guess I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.